Hello and welcome back to this beginner's guide to CK2 with me, Midgeman. Last time we went to war and we took this guy under our wing and, well, not really under our wing. We forced him under our control. I do apologize for that appearing. It's because I'm now on window capture, so you guys can actually see all the things I'm pointing at. So I might have some unfortunate, pop-ups come up because of certain apps. Even though that was open on another monitor and I could read it. Anyway, so this time I said, and I promised, we're going to be doing some intrigue. Now, remember who we married our son to? This lady here. Who's her father? A steward. Who's his children? Well, we have a man here and our daughter-in-law. This guy has no kids, and he's the heir to inherit this province. But if we kill him, there's a high chance that if we look at the succession of this province by clicking the province icon, who's next in line? Our daughter-in-law. Who's third in line? Our granddaughter. This man needs to go. We need to try and get this diplomatically, so to speak, in our family. So we want to kill this guy, but notice we only have a 20% plot power. We can try and invite people, but no one wants to help us. What's another way we can improve our plot power? Well, we can go to our court and we can get a spy network being built over here. There we are. We have our spy master. He's going hard to work to try and get a spy network going in that province, giving us some extra plot power. Now, another thing we can do, and something I will be doing, is improving relationship in the province. That will mean people in the province will like me more and be more likely to sway and be swayed by me. So hopefully that will pay off. Now we're going to set that up. I need this to go away. I'll just close Discord for now. Because that was going to get annoying otherwise. So we leave that. And now our plot is underway. Plans are going to start hatching. We will need to check back, though, to see if anyone will help us. And we're just going to let the game run on a little bit more. Right, we have some slots in our minor titles available. And that is one of very big note here. This is one of the golder ones, which is court physician. This is the person who heals us if we get sick. Unfortunately, the only person we've got available is someone who doesn't like us, but it'll have to do. He has a high learning. There's a high chance he can help us. We're going to try and... I have closed this app. Why is it still showing up? I do apologize. I'm so sorry, guys. Right. We want to give him Master of the Horse. Maybe he'll like us a bit more now. Like, he's only on -16. That's not too bad considering we declared war on him. And also, we're missing a commander slot. So we can make our son a commander, which we will do. He also doesn't not like us too much anymore as well. Now, we can try to repay this loan for the Jews, but it's at 350, and it's a lot to do. So we might just wait until we can, expel the Druze. But we can't do that right now. So we've got some extra money. Why not improve our base? Let's improve our hill fort. Let's the bonuses to that increases our levy size, so the amount of troops we can have, the defense of it, and it gives us a bigger retinue size. So it's I think that's money well spent, and we're not making much money, so it's going to be one of the only chances we can get to actually improve our provinces right now, anyway. Right, let's look at other things we can do. Right, let's look at laws. So, the laws of the realm they are split into 4 categories: the inheritance, realm laws, obligations, and council. We have no council available because we're a tribe, so we don't need to look at that. But then we have obligations, which is either how much money or levy that people give us. Currently, everything starts as balanced. I I must move forward. I'm going to spend some money and make sure we continue this event chain with the scholar things. And then we have realm laws, which is the laws that control the realm. Our council don't come into this, but if you're a feudal monarchy, normally your council would all have a say in this. But being a tribe, doesn't matter. So we're going to up our tribal organization to low, because this is something else we need to do. And now we have low tribal organization. Would you look at that? The council now get a say. We have all of them supporting us as well. We can up the tribal organization again. So this is another thing that puts us on our path to becoming feudal. So this is good, and we do want to do this. And as they all want to support it, we might as well continue on that. So we will click that, and they'll all start voting. It's always good to know your council considerations, because later on, the more laws you pass, every time you pass a law, there's a refresh timer, so to speak, and you can't just constantly pass through laws, and the council obligations are always going to change. So, ask the chief to spend some more time with me. Ask him to come to our longhouse and spend some time with you to sway him. Let's do so. Let's try and make him like us a bit more. Also, we've reached the age of 50, so you'll notice our character portrait is now the old portrait. We can now talk with this guy in private, and hopefully our opinion will raise. So this is where CK2 becomes very managing, and we have to try and manage multiple things. So we're doing our scholarly studies, we're trying to improve our relations here, we're trying to increase our realm, we're doing a secret plot to try and take over, get another province directly under our control. Oh, I have some options here. So I hope you enjoyed our frugal dinners. Soften him with my temperate trait. Wonder if he knows my true intentions with deceit. Oh, that's gonna provoke him. But it tries to adopt one of my personality traits. Hope you'll like your time here. I'm gonna go the top one, because that gives me the best opinion modifier. We're almost into the positives as well with opinion, which is good. Grand. Right. What else can I do? Well, we've got another province here that is invadable. It has 500 troops again. We currently have 300, so we took some losses in that previous war, so we might need to wait a little bit. But we do have more tribes that we can call on. But I would propose that we wait, perhaps, until at least our levy is completely rebuilt, or we get the hill fort and can have more troops altogether. Technology! Hello, technology. Right, so technology is another aspect of this game. It's not as big as, say, CK2, EU4, if you've played that game, or a lot of other games, but basically there are 8 categories? No, 6 categories. I really can't count. Within 3 major categories: military, economic, and culture. And each one of these allows us to unlock new buildings to build, or gives us bonuses to our infantry or in the military things. And there's 3 different points that you spend on those. Those can be achieved through members of the council, studying technology, and unfortunately we can't. I think we only get military one. No, we can't actually use our council to get technology points because we're a tribe. We have to use them to do other things. But upgrading technologies is always good. Now, as a tribe, we have a lot of light infantry, so I personally would like to put points into light infantry, but that's another point right now. We can upgrade a... it's telling us we have another technology points to upgrade one of these. I'm going to go for castle infrastructure over here. Because we had enough points to boost one of these economic ones to the top level. I'm going to start at the top because it allows me to build the next level of hill fort once we've built this one. Okay, let's unpause and continue on. There's a new pope. So if we look at this, we have a new Pope Clemens, who is a master seducer. Well, not very papal, are you? And there's no saints currently. Saints is a new thing that I'm not exactly clued up on, but I believe it works like bloodlines, and someone after their death, they can be sanctified, and a bloodline is created from saints. So it's just another way to track what saints there have been in the world. Okay, so we're not great on troops right now. So there's another thing we can do. We can switch our marshal to train some troops. So if we have trained troops in our capital, after a month, it will show us a new maximum levy, and he will begin quickly training up some troops. We can increase our knowledge of heavy infantry, apparently, and our knowledge of one of the cultural days. I'm going to go for legalism, because that will help us get laws through eventually. And the wooden hill fort has been made, so we now have the level 2 wooden hill fort in our capital province, which allows us to have more troops. Now we have a maximum of 477 directly underneath us. Good. Okay, we got another event here, I think, from the observatory path. The studies you have conducted in your observatory have convinced you that there is something strange beyond the cosmos. There are a few sources and no one knows to share your knowledge with you. However, but you have heard of an old strange scholar in the Arabian desert who is rumored to possess vast knowledge of this weird. I will go and see him for 1 gold. Now notice we are in the negative money. That doesn't stop there. We can go as far into the negative as we possibly want, but it does add negative modifiers to our province the further we go into debt. We're not making much money as well, so we're going to be staying in debt for a long time. Also note, you cannot declare war while you're in debt, but it doesn't hurt to go into the negative every now and then. So we're at 25% plot power in this guy. Can we sway anyone to our cause yet? No, everyone still likes him a lot. I think it's going to be very hard to kill him unless we change our focus. We'll change our focus, I think, once we've discovered all the things we need to discover with Scholar. The Necronomicon. You arrive at the abode of a strange old scholar, Ibrahim. After some persuasion, he invites you in. You speak at length and tells you of the scholar Abdul the Mad, who knew many things about the strange fears and talking beings that are not human. You find out that Abdul the Mad wrote a book called the Necronomicon, in which he recorded many strange and unholy truths. Ibrahim says that he is impressed by your sincerity and your desire for knowledge. He can sell you a copy of the book. He tells you to beware, however, as there's too much intense study of the Necronomicon is said to drive the reader insane. Spend 100 gold, but gain 30 cultural technology points and add the Necronomicon to our inventory. I will do that. So, mainly to show you, 1, what it's like to be in debt, and 2, a treasury item. So if you now go to our treasury, we have the Necronomicon. It's a quality 4 piece, and it gives us +5 learning. And it will allow us to advance our studies even further. Maybe I should write a letter to Chief Zono to try and convince him of my good intentions. Why not? I'll send him a letter. He kind of replied, but wasn't that fond of it. So we're negative in the money. We're probably going to have some negative modifiers affect our main province, and we're not going to be able to go to war for a while. It's a shame, but let's see what we can do to raise some money. I know, why not go raid somewhere? Well, who has not very many troops and who is very raidable? This man here, are you vassalizable? No, you're not. You can, if someone is de jure part of your land, offer vassalization to them, and if they like you enough, they might just go under you out their own free will, but we don't have the power or the friendship with that person for them to be vassalized. Well, some of the English over here seem to have a few troops, so let's, you know what? We're going to set our marshal to do something else. Let's see if we can organize a raid. If we get the troops together to organize a raid, we can try and go looting. Working on your observatory, you're often disturbed by strange noises, uncannily large insects carrying away small pieces of equipment, and odd human-like figures spying on you and then disappearing into the night before you can confront them. You really struggle to maintain concentration and get anything done. I must focus to gain 30% chance to gain diligent, 20% chance to gain stressed. We gained Diligent, which is a fantastic trait. It has +1 to everything and vassal opinion of +5, because they all think I'm a diligent worker. One of my knights is embroiled in a deep argument with one of his rivals about the legal heir of a small plot of land. Let the church decide, for the land belongs to the crown. Gain Greedy, but it saves me some money. The land belongs to the crown. I could use the money right now. And we gained Greedy, which gives me a better tax modifier right now. It's not doing much, but why not? We could become greedy in our older age. The book you bought from the Strange Desert Scholar has proven quite useful. I should leave it on the shelf for now. Gain 220 cultural tech points, or I must delve deeper. Gain 200 cultural tech points. There's a chance I become a lunatic. I'll take that chance. And I didn't become a lunatic, and I became known as the Scholar. I've got a load of cultural tech points. What shall I increase? Let's increase my majesty. Actually, let's just increase everything up to the first level. There we are. Cool. So we're culturally quite advanced for a little one province, or not. For our one province county is quite culturally advanced. As you notice, we've got 6 cultural advances over here, whereas most of our neighbours have, well, none. So our science will pay off. The church wants to organise a miracle for the local saint in our demesnes. They see fit that this should fall onto our shoulders to pay for it. No, I'm going to ignore it. Okay, I wonder if Chief would appreciate learning more about the benefits of hard work for me. I cannot think of anyone else right now that would like to help him more. So this option's available to my stewardship skill. Yeah, I'll share my knowledge of statesmanship with him. Why not? Waste of time. Great wisdom comes to those who study and learn from it. Your studies of the stars and beyond this world have taken you to a very strange path. The stars are right. Gain +1 learning and gain an extra 100 cultural tech points again. Wow. Really raking in those culture tech points. So the time is currently going on. Great news indeed. We've got a small raiding force. Okay, so I'm actually going to turn the speed down now, because you can do that while you're paused. You're finally certain about... Okay, you are finally certain, absolutely certain, the things that you understand now lie beyond the ken of normal men. If they knew, only if they knew, but the task for scholars is to keep and preserve things in such secret, lest all humanity go insane with the knowledge of its own insignificance. I shall be devoted keeper of the elder secrets. Gain Mystic, which is a way of life trait, which gives me +1 stewardship, +2 learning, and same trait opinion, +10. Very good. Or Weird Scholar and +1 learning and stewardship. I'm going to become a devoted mystic. So we gain the trait Mystic. That actually marks the end of the scholarship focus path for that time. So do you know what? We're going to change this. We're going to go to Intrigue. And we're going to try and spy on the man we want killed over here. Spy on Faith Blood Tack, whatever his name is. Oh, this chief has killed someone of his own family. Interesting. Right, I'm going to be keeping a close eye on him indeed. So, we gained some raiders. Look at that. And do you know what? We can use these to raid. Funny that. I'm going to complement them with my own troops, however. I can't seem to combine. Now I can combine them because I've set them both to raiding focus. If you want to know how to do that, when you raise a troop, there was this little toggle looter icon. You want to make sure that the army that you raise from your province is set to that. And then you can combine them with either G or the combine button, which will be up here. Sorry if I rode through that too fast. So we're going to send these guys off. Now it was this gentleman here of Carrick has only 300 men, so he won't be able to stop us if we go raid him. So we're gonna go raid them. My coffers are empty, but the church is rich. Maybe I should seize some money from the church so we can try and steal 300 gold from the church and probably get excommunicated. Oh, I don't fancy that. Times are harsh. Force the church. To share the cost, give me 100 gold and 25% church law. It's violated. Compromise with them to find the money. Just lose prestige and gain some gold. Probably go for that. Or never and lose a stewardship, but gain zealous, which affects your martial skill, I believe. No, I'm going to compromise with them, see if I can find some money. Okay, so we're going to send this army off and do some raiding to try and find some money as well. To find the wealth of the province, you click the province icon, and there's the county loot here. So they have a total of 12 ducats that you can loot from this province by burning it down. So we're going to see if we can burn down this English province without any armies being raised against us. Oh, no, it looks like Northumbria might be raising an army to try and stop us looting. Hopefully we can sack this province beforehand. Oh, I've gained the trait stressed. That's unfortunate. I'm missing a steward in my council right now. Oh! You know that man I'm spying on that I want to die? His father died, so he now owns the province directly. Has he gotten married? He has not. He wants to try and get married, though. He doesn't have anyone that wants to join against him. Oh! I looked away, and Northumberland has raised its army to try and beat us. Now, we don't exactly want to fight this battle, so as soon as possible, we want to flee. So if we let the time roll on in a moment, we'll be able to try and make us flee. Maybe I should write left, that's fine. So we want to just keep clicking until the day we can retreat from this battle. Before we lose too many men. I lost a commander in the battle as well. Ouch, that's a bit of a large defeat. So there's a risk, obviously, when you go raiding, and that's because Northumbria here, rose its forces to defend its vassal. And unfortunately, the retreating has not gone well for us. We've been caught by another army. I might have to just let them outright defeat us. Ugh. Hey, I won a duel, though, mid-battle. By chasing down one of the people that just killed a load of my men. I killed him in battle. So now if we go to our kills list... Oh, we've been covered in blood. Look at that. We have a kill. Okay. So, there's one thing to be mindful when raiding, obviously, is therefore... maybe don't attack giant lands that you won't be able to get all the way through, because we just had our asses handed to us a little bit there. Yeah, he's a slave to dark forces. There's a 25% chance he'll find out that I'm slandering him, but no, let's make people hate him. Let's turn up the timer a little bit more. Oh, they've raised some troops here to... It's not appropriate. I don't need to bed a random courtier right now. They've raised some troops to try and beat our raiders, which they managed to do, unfortunately. I need to adjust what captains I have here. My heir has one eye currently. Uh-oh. Injured in battle, was he? Ouch. That's not good. Okay, so we've got 500 men left after that failed escapade. Is there any way around here that has less than 500 men? Not really. These guys do. Let's see if we can raid them up here. There's only seven ducats of loot available. It's better than nothing, though. New court chaplain. That will go for the person with the highest learning, which is you. Ah, because he's the leader now. I want to sow dissent rather than improving relationship with him. But I can't do that directly. That's unfortunate. Okay. You know what? We're going to use you to fabricate a claim? No, you're going to perform statecraft. We're going to, unfortunately, try to avoid this improving relationship anymore with this guy. We're unable to loot this as well, so do you know what? I think we're just going to send our raiders home. That's a failed raid, unfortunately, there to try and make money. It's not always great for you to... See, I can't unraise these guys, because these guys are the raiders themselves. Well, maybe we can see if any raiders get raised by our marshal again. It's unfortunate, but I didn't expect Northumberland actually to raise its troops. They don't always do that. Dear Don of Connaught, this is the King of Lombardy. Wants a non-aggression pact with me. Yes, please. I will take a... Can we form an alliance? Yes. Out of a random event there, we just got an alliance with the King of Lombardy. And he wants us to join a war. Well, we'll join the war, and what is this? This is the Lombard Holy War for Barcelona. We don't have to actively fight this war, I don't think, but let's just arrange some more people here. Okay, I hope they can save me now. My wife wants to help me out. I can deny her and gain prestige, or gain content. I don't mind content. Less intrigue, though. Did I become content? No, I did not. Okay. So what's this guy's intrigue? He's only got an intrigue of 8. So our spying might come to fruition very soon. We could try to take this province over here, you know. Here's a bloodline. Nile of the 9 hostages. Ah. Interesting. This guy has the blood of Nile. Shame we don't have any blood. Royal blood of any type. Oh, well, not royal blood. Bloodline blood. Special blood. Secret special blood. No, I'm sure he's up to something. I want to keep spying on him because there is a chance with the intrigue events to have the person murdered just outright, which is fine by me, you know. Okay, so we've got over 100 prestige right now, so we can actually use this to improve our camp. Let's go for training grounds. Let's improve that with 200, because that gives us more levy, which total number of troops improved is good for me. We currently have a thieves guild as well, which isn't as good, unfortunately. Westmeath is actually a new area in CK2. This wasn't in previous versions, and I really like the flag of it. It's a cool chiefdom, that is. Okay, are there any CBs we can use right now? I can try and attack you, but that would go against the tyranny of the council. Oh dear. The council has been empowered. Yep, the council is empowered. We need to wait until the 8th of this year, of April this year, and we can try and remove some of the power from the council that we've given by organizing the tribe a bit more. Give me reasons to arrest him, actually. Because if I imprison him, we can force him to die. We have a 46% chance of our state intrigue to try and capture him. Now, there is a thing, because there is a chance, once we're imprisoning someone, that they can raise their banners in resistance to us. And he currently has more troops than I can possibly raise, which is a little bit annoying. But we've got enough men here. Hopefully, we'll stand them on his province before we try and imprison him. And hopefully, if he does raise his flag in rebellion, we'll have the armies ready. Nope, we captured him. Good, good. So he's now imprisoned by us. Now, we probably won't get away with just executing him, because all of my vassals will think badly of me. But something we can do is throw him in the oubliette. The oubliette over here allows me to decrease his life, because it will put him in a deep, dark hole. And hopefully he will die, and our daughter-in-law will take the throne instead of him. We'll just leave him there to die. One thing we could do is... quite possibly, we could try to ransom him off, but we want the man dead. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's such a good idea to let him see the light of day again. No point in spying on him while he's in my prison. That's a very good point. So, yes, the plot didn't work out, but we found a way to get this person in our prison and. Get this guy under our control. So it's always good to look at where we can possibly gain lands and how we can get it under our family's control. Oh, would you look at that? I think it's time to end this video, because we are ready to do some education of a child, and we'll put that in the next video. Hope you've all enjoyed this video. I've been Midgeman, and I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.